broadcast to inform you that Pearl Harbor has just been attacked by Japanese bombers. Wave after wave of these bombers streamed through the clouded morning sky from the southwest and flung their missiles on the harbor. According to an unconfirmed report received at the governor's office, the Japanese force that attacked Oahu reached island waters aboard 2 small airplane carriers. It was also reported that at the governor's office, either an attempt had been made to bomb the USS Lexington or that it had been bombed. Stay tuned for more details on the bulletin on today's attack.
This is brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Ice cold Coca-Cola is any cause. The pause that refreshes, and Coca-Cola is everywhere. So have a Coke and smile.
Welcome, sports fans, to JMWB Sports. This is Jeff Bomberger, and I have your sports update for December 7th, 1941. Because of the tragedy our country has suffered today, most of you may not find sports to be the most important thing on your mind. Myself, along with the rest of the country, is shocked and deeply saddened by the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Our deepest thoughts and prayers go out to the families who lost loved ones. Our normal broadcast of sports will continue. This morning in the NFL marked the end to an exciting season as well as the beginning of a postseason. This morning, an NFL record 55,051 fans packed Polo Ground Stadium to watch the New York Giants take on the Brooklyn Dodgers. It was an exciting one, and the Dodgers came out on top 21-7. Although Brooklyn took the win, they still were a game behind the Giants, thus far not making the postseason. This means the Giants will be playing in the NFL Championship against the winner of our next story. Sports fans, as you recall, last week marked the end of a regular season play for the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Chicago came in one game behind the NFL West leading Packers. Chicago came in and won a nail-biter 16-13, creating a tie for the first time ever for a division top spot. This meant a tiebreaker must be played. This morning, in front of 44,000 fans at Wrigley Field, the first divisional playoff game ever was played between the Monsters of Midway, Chicago Bears, and the Green Bay Packers and their Cheeseheads. It was a blowout from the start, and Green Bay played as if they were demoralized from last week's heartbreaking loss. The Bears rolled the Packers 44-13. This means the Bears extended their win streak to 10 straight games and earned them a trip to New York to face the Giants in the NFL Championship. That's a wrap for football. Now on to some baseball news. Today's bombing of Pearl Harbor officially marked the end of all talks and negotiations of West Browns Baseball Club moving to Los Angeles. That's it for sports. This is Jeff Bomberger. You're listening to JMWB.
More detailed updates have just been received on the attack of Pearl Harbor. 6 Japanese carriers set sail on November 26, staying well north of the shipping lanes and so reaching the Hawaiian Islands without being observed. At 6 o'clock this morning, the first Japanese wave of 183 planes took off through thick cloud cover from aircraft carriers 275 miles north of Oahu. At 7:02 a.m. local time, Army radar operations on Oahu's north shore picked up the approaching Japanese aircraft, but mistook them for incoming U.S. B-17 bombers. The first Japanese bomb was dropped at 7:55 a.m. on Wheeler Field. Minutes later, bombs and torpedoes were striking ships anchored in Pearl Harbor. The second wave of dive bombers struck at 8:40 a.m. The attack was sudden and devastating. Thank you for tuning in to JMWB.